I was a young preacher. I'm still young, amen. Fresh out of the military. Had a good hoop. Yes, Lord. Had a good moan. Yes, Lord. And had a good song. And I was called to my first church as a student preacher at the American Baptist College in Nashville, Tennessee. I was called to the Faith United Baptist Church in Antioch. And it was a small church, family church. I was excited. My pastor, Reverend Leroy Peterson, Lord rest his soul, said, John, don't forget to say it every Sunday. Amen. And I went out there, young, rambunctious preacher, and I was saying it every Sunday. And right before, in fact, the night before my installation as pastor, I got a phone call. And it was from the chairman of the deacon board. And he said, Brother Preacher, we had a meeting last night, and we decided that we don't want you as our pastor. Now, I done had my mama, my daddy, my cousin, my folk come all the way from Las Vegas, all the way to Nashville, Tennessee, to see me to be installed in my first church, and I was hurt. I was discouraged. I said, what is this thing? Why am I in this? And I was so upset. I was really affected by that. But thank God for Mama. Mama said, baby, they gonna do that and some more to you. But what you got to do is listen to Mama. And she told me the story about the old goat and the man. And Mama, what that got to do with me not going to be the pastor of the Faith United Baptist Church of Antioch? She said, listen to me, boy. The man and the goat had a relationship. Everywhere that man went, he would always take that goat with him. The goat slept with the man. And when the man was all over the farm, the goat go with the man all over. They were like two peas in a pod. But one day the man had to go into town, and he had to leave the goat behind. And the goat kept trying to follow him, so he tied the goat up to keep the goat from following him. But you know what goats do, right? They chew on everything. And the goat chewed on the rope and got loose and fell down in an old dug well. And the man came back home calling for his goat, looking for his goat, couldn't find his goat. Way after a while, he heard the goat crying out. And he went and saw that the goat was down in the well. He cussed the goat out. But he tried to get the goat up out the well. And no matter how he tried to get that goat up out the well, the goat would not come up out the well. So he got mad and said, well, goat, I guess I just have to bury you because I don't want to hear you crying. And he was taking the shovel and throwing the dirt down on the goat, down in the well. But what he did not realize that every load of dirt that he threw on the goat's back, the goat shook it off and stomped it under his feet. And after a while, the goat was standing up there looking at the man. So she said, baby, that's what you got to do. Church folk gonna hurt you. And you got to shake it off and stomp it under your feet. I'm in here all by myself. Discouraged. When I came to serve as pastor of Del Air Baptist Church, it was some strange things going on here, right? They say we are a multi-ethnic church. Amen. Black folks sat on one side, white folks sat on one side, And then on this side, there was three little white ladies with silver hair. And every Sunday, I would get up to preach. They would stick their fingers in their ear. Discouraged. I would go and tell Dr. Thurman, and Dr. Thurman said, John, go on back and preach the word. Amen. Amen. I was discouraged. I wanted to pack up my bags and leave away from here. You know, I told y'all I sold our home in Gardena. She crying and praying, John, don't sell my house, but I sold that house. Amen. Because I was discouraged, right? And that discouragement led to an even greater discouragement because all the promises that was made to me to go to Shaw University didn't happen. And it all happened in one day. And then I didn't have no place for my family to go. I was discouraged. In the midnight hour, about 4 o'clock in the morning, the Lord revealed to me that he was in charge. Amen. Yes, sir. That's it. Didn't have time to buy a new house. Couldn't find no rent house. But the Lord had Leroy Brown call me and say, Pastor, there's a family just built a house in San Pedro, and they ain't even moved in the house, and they're looking for somebody to move in the house because they don't even want to live in the house right now. Right. Can't nobody do that but I learned a valuable lesson that no matter what you're going through, God is in control. Now let me get to the sermon.